Assalamu alaikum, students of class 8. How are you? Students, as you all know, that we completed our chapter number 5 that was related to industry in the last lecture. Today we are going to do the worksheet of this chapter. So, quickly take out your worksheets. Students, and the first part of the worksheet is about giving the short answers. The first question is define industry. So you all know that the first page of your chapter, that is page number 44, paragraph number 1, comprises of this question. This is also a part of your first comprehension question, that what is industry? Okay. So the work and the processes that are involved in making things in factories and manufacturing processes are known as industry. Come to the second question. What is assembly line process? You all know that assembly line process was a level of secondary industry that was related to the manufacturing processes, and this term came in on page number 48 in your info box, related to the American industrialist Henry Ford, and it is mentioned on point number 3, the level number 3 of the secondary industry. That is that if one worker performs one operation in making something, it is known as assembly line process or production line process. Now come to the third question, that is why is oil called black gold? So the answer of this question will be um, on page number 49, that is oil and its byproducts. The first paragraph, that why do we call oil the black gold? Then come to the next question, the fourth question, write any two advantages of container ship. You also did this in your comprehension part, that container ship के कोई से भी आपने दो advantages लिख देने short form में. Then the fifth question, why is natural gas important to Pakistan? जो first and the most important point है कि क्यों हमारी natural gas important है, because it is the most widely available natural resource or a mineral that is available in Pakistan. इसके अलावा कोई भी इतना वास्ट अमाउंट में अवेलेबल नेचुरल रिसोर्स हमारे पास नहीं है नेचुरल गैस के अलावा. ऑयल भी बहुत थोड़ी अमाउंट में है, उसको भी हमें इम्पोर्ट करना पड़ता है. और सेकंड पॉइंट इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है कि जो नेचुरल गैस हमारे हर तरह के फ्यूल्स में, इट इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट फ्यूल अवेलेबल फॉर आवर इंडस्ट्री, फैक्ट्री एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट इन पाकिस्तान. देन कम टू द ड्राई वेल, दैट व्हाट इज अ ड्राई वेल. You will get the answer of this question from page number 47, that is oil and gas drilling, paragraph number 1. That when the researchers or the geologists or the scientists say that there is oil in a specific land and that after the drilling has been completed and nothing is found, that is called a dry well. Now come to the fill in the blank portion. The first blank is transport is a part of dash industry. You have to tell that which part of industry, like the service industry. In dash process, each worker performs just one task. अभी हमने short questions में किया. Oil and gas are the remains of dash buried millions of years ago deep in earth. Now, fourth point, dash mines occur when the mineral lies near the surface. You all know that there are two kinds of mines, deep and open cast. डीप माइंस में जब बहुत डीप अंडरग्राउंड कोई मिनरल अवेलेबल होता है तो उसके लिए ड्रिलिंग की जाती है. और जो ओपन कास्ट माइंस है ये उन मिनरल्स के लिए होते हैं दैट लाई नियर द सरफेस, जिसमें सिर्फ डिगिंग होती है थोड़ी बहुत. तो इसका आंसर है ओपन कास्ट माइंस. डैश इंडस्ट्री टेक्स रॉ मटेरियल एंड मेक फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स. यू ऑल नो प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्री. ऑयल कम्स फ्रॉम द अंडरग्राउंड एज, हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था कि ऑयल जब बिल्कुल उसको टेक व्हेन वी टेक ऑयल आउट फ्रॉम द अर्थ after drilling, it is in form of semi-liquid jelly type of a thing, black and very sulfur की बहुत तेज smell होती है इसमें. So that is known as crude oil. Natural gas emerges from the refinery as, अभी मैंने आपको पेज नंबर 49 पेज नंबर दैट इज 50, पेज नंबर 50 पर बेटा हम लोगों ने जब पढ़ा था कि जब उसको इम्प्योरिटीज को रिमूव करने के लिए नेचुरल गैस इज टेकन टू द रिफाइनरी, देन इट इमर्जेस एज ब्यूटेन एंड प्रोपेन. ये दो प्रॉपर्टीज इसकी जो होती हैं बहुत प्रोमिनेंट होती हैं, जिसके बाद इसको कंजम्पशन के लिए, फ्यूलिंग के लिए और यूज़ किया जाता है अकॉर्डिंगली. So come to the eighth point. Tankers are used for transporting oil. The larger container ship carries over. हम लोगों ने ये पढ़ा था कंटेनर शिप्स में कि वो ऑलमोस्ट 6,000 तक कंटेनर्स को कैरी कर सकती हैं. Come to the next point. Dash ships are used to transport meat and perishable items. ये हम लोगों ने बल्क कैरियर में लास्ट में बिल्कुल लास्ट पैराग्राफ में पढ़ा था कि देर आर सम स्पेशलिस्ट शिप्स लाइक द रेफ्रिजरेटेड शिप्स भी होती हैं जो मीट और पेरिशेबल आइटम्स को कैरी करती हैं. तो इसका आंसर स्पेशलिस्ट शिप्स भी हो सकता है और रेफ्रिजरेटेड शिप्स भी हो सकता है जो पेरिशेबल आइटम्स को कैरी करती हैं.
Okay, class, the next assignment for you of this week is the question number 3, the third comprehension question of your chapter. So as you know that we have done the first 2 questions, so today we are going to do the third question. It is a very important question. बहुत vigilantly आपने सुनना भी है और करना भी है इसको. So the question is, make a list of the advantages of container transport and can you think of any disadvantages? मीन्स कि हमने इनको एडवांटेजेस और डिसएडवांटेजेस में बाइफिकेट करना है इसके कंटेनर शिप के पॉइंट्स को. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट डूइंग द क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो आपको इंट्रोडक्टरी लाइन देनी है कंटेनर शिप की, ठीक है, तो व्हाट आर कंटेनर शिप्स, और फिर उसके बाद आपने स्टार्ट करना है एडवांटेजेस से. The first advantage that I have jotted down for you is the low cost of transportation. As you all know that when we compare this kind of transportation, the container ship transportation, with that of the by air and the railway transportation, so it is very low cost. बहुत huge container के अंदर बहुत सारी goods को low cost पे transport किया जा सकता है through ship. Okay. The second point is security and safety of the goods. So as you've read in your book content that the goods that that are to be transported through container ships are packed and the containers are sealed and locked and welded by the producer of the goods or the person who is transporting them. So these are basically locked and sealed in the production houses. वहीं से containers lock होके आते हैं. So the goods are secure and safe and there are very minimum chances of stealing and theft. Then the third point is insurance of the goods. All the goods that are to be transported through the container ship are properly insured by insurance companies, and in case of any loss or damage to the goods, the insurance company pays and compensates the owner of the goods. ठीक है, उसका लॉस जो है ना उसको फुलफिल किया जाता है और जो कॉम्पनसेशन होती है उसको दी जाती है अगर कोई गुड्स डैमेज हो जाती हैं या कोई इनको नुकसान हो जाता है गुड्स को. The fourth point is there is no weight limit. When we compare this container ship transportation with that of by air and railway transportation, so there is no limit of weight. Heavy weight किस्म के furnitures can be transported through container ships, whereas in by air transportation and railway transportation वेट लिमिट्स होती हैं उनकी ना, लाइक 40 kg का एक बल्क आप भेज सकते हैं बाय एयर और उसकी एक स्पेसिफिक चार्जेस होते हैं. बट ये कंटेनर्स जो होते हैं बहुत ह्यूज कंटेनर्स होते हैं, 12 मीटर्स एंड 2.5 मीटर्स वाइड हो सकते हैं, 12 मीटर्स लॉन्ग हो सकते हैं कंटेनर्स. तो इनके अंदर आप जितना भी हैवी गुड भेजना चाहें भेज सकते हैं, उसको कोई वेट लिमिट नहीं होती है. ओके जी, ये 4 थे हम एडवांटेजेस जो मैंने जॉट डाउन किए थे. अब मैं थोड़ा सा आपको डिसएडवांटेजेस भी बता देती हूँ 4. ओके, तो इनकी आपने इसी तरह हेडिंग्स लिख के और एक एक लाइन में उनको एक्सप्लेन कर लेना है. द फर्स्ट डिसएडवांटेज इज complex stacking of the containers. As you know that the containers have to be stacked and arranged in specific order in the container ship through cranes. So very skilled and trained people are required for their stacking and the loading and unloading of the containers. हर कोई नहीं कर सकता. Okay, so it is a disadvantage. हर बंदा नहीं कर सकता loading and unloading, उसके लिए उनको specialized और skilled किस्म के लोगों को hire करना पड़ता है. The second point is easy smuggling. As you know that these containers are packed, seal packed and locked at the production houses, so it is very easy to take illegal things or smuggle things that are not allowed in any country. Smuggling or transportation of illegal items is very comfortably done through these container transportations. क्योंकि कोई और देख नहीं सकता, तो वहाँ जाके ही अनलॉक होती हैं डेस्टिनेशन पर. सो स्मगलिंग बहुत आसान हो जाती है चीज़ों की. The third point is limited ports due to which delays in shipment. as you all know that Pakistan mein we have working condition mein we only have two ports, Karachi port and the Port Qasim. Gawada port is under construction. Abhi we have two working ports. Okay, so in all the countries there are very limited amount of ports, due to which the containers have to wait for a long time on the ports. They are there unattended on the ports, and there are delays in shipments through the container ships because of limited amount of ports, limited number of ports. The fourth point is tracking of the goods sent by container ship is impossible, since there are thousands and thousands, there are more than 6,000 containers to be transported through one container ship. So you can imagine कि कितने containers वहाँ पे stack हुए हुए होते होंगे ports के ऊपर, कि अगर दो तीन ships ने भी जाना है तो. So it is impossible for the owner of the goods or the manufacturer or the producer to track down his container. कितना unless it reaches the destination, वहाँ पहुँच जाएगा तो वो मार्क हो जाएगा जी container has reached the destination, या फिर उसको बंदे को मिल गया जिसको आपने transport किया, तो फिर वो आपको बता सकता है. Otherwise in between during the transportation period it's impossible to track the goods that has been sent. Okay जी. Girls and boys, do it in your journals very neatly. जब हमारे schools on होंगे तो I'll be checking them in class. और बहुत detailed answers नहीं होने चाहिए. 2 lines are more than enough for each point. Okay. Allah Hafiz for today.